and Jesse Palmer. I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, Maryland's head coach told me before the game, this is going to be a big challenge today. They have a great team coming in here, but he said, I am confident in our ability to handle that. We've got the best crowd in college football. They make every game a home field advantage. He said, I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Wants to throw. It's Washington. It's complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Caught by Williams on the right. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. The Terrapins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Webb. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's got it again. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Terrapins will punt it away on fourth down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The Seminoles offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. They will have their hands full with this matchup as they try to make sure the running game gets going. This offense starts deep in a hole. The give to the back. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And the defense doing a great job. committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll try it again. Breaks the tackle. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to run for it. Maybe some room here. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this game that field position was going to be massive. They had their backs against the wall in their own opening drive, but a really nice job there on the run, 3rd down, getting some breathing room, moving the sticks.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Noles will line up to punt it away. A booming punt, and it's headed toward the sideline. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. The Terrapins in the hurry-up.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Some misdirection with the counter. Third and 6 yards to go. To the air, it's Washington. Right on the money. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Terrapins are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught. There's a crease. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Just keeps slinging it. Looking to scramble. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And the Terrapins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that throw.
Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. and they can't make the play on third down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Terrapins! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Maryland!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And so far, he looks a little bit rattled at the quarterback spot. Just not settled in, not fully comfortable. And you got to say the defense has done good, and they have taken away what they've wanted to do so far. But he's got to find some man.
Caught, and he's got room. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Seminoles peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The run inside. It's Singleton. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Makes the grab. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And the Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Running the red zone, it's Singleton. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Seminoles trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Florida State. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Manning. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Running inside, it's Williams. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll run play action. Under fire. They're working that left side. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Washington. Pocket breaking down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. Jumped on top of the pile.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. He's going to run it. There he goes. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
Man, I'll tell you, this quarterback has got things you simply cannot coach. How about that situation? Third, it's a passing situation. The defense knows that they do a great job in coverage, but this guy just has tools. He's got physical attributes and speed and elusiveness, things he can't coach, that allows him to go pick up the first down and keep the offense on the field.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. To throw, it's Washington. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Checking in from the Florida State sideline. Developing story, guys. Their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt here in the game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Running behind that left side. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Riles. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
On third down, he drops to throw. A little release to the back. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive, first and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Williams. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? And the D deny them on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's third and goal. FSU calling its second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, third and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
Try to barge their way in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Yeah, and how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. Fourth down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Maryland uses its second timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
He wants to change this route. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over.
Makes the grab in their space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Terps will use their last timeout. They can't stop it again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Throws to the back. Williams open on the right side. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's good from 58 yards out.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Carter. He's got great speed. Got a little room. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Noles. Boy, Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's start with Cincinnati taking on the Iowa State Cyclones.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Holly Rowe right there in the middle of it on the sideline. Holly, what are you hearing about this injury?
Checking in with the Seminoles head coach at the half. Big news to report here in the second half. Their star wide receiver is out for the rest of the game. They are still evaluating exactly what's wrong and just how serious it is, but a lower body injury, he will not return. That is big news for this team today. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. And the Noles come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Singleton.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Right back to it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels. Offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. trying to change now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Going for 6. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Bounced off his feet.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Looking to pass. It's Washington. Here comes the heat. He's got it down the middle. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Officials stopping play as one of the Terrapins is down on the field. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Maryland! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Flips it out in the flat. Could not make his way to the corner.
Defenses understand I got to take away my throwing lanes and then react to that running back. What does the QB do? Checks the ball down, thinks his running back can make...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Delay to the back. It's Singleton. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Wiles. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Snagged out of the air. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The give to the back. There's some room. Makes it past the marker. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. The Seminoles back in the lead. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Pressure coming. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Skips away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets enough. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. 1st down here for the offense. The run inside. It's Smith. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. On the run, fires downfield. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Florida State sideline. I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Bringing the heat. It's complete. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. Official stopping play as one of the Terrapins is down on the field. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Sands. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Creates a little room. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Noles are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play call.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys.
Bringing it back at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Terrapins! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Turning on the Jets. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. And the Seminoles come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time, to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Caught behind the line. It's Lopez. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. It's a draw. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They want to throw it. Working the middle, it's complete. Touchdown, Florida State! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. The Seminoles back in the lead. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Washington. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Wants to return it, and they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here? Turning it on! Drills him with the stiff arm. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Noles want to move quickly. They're going to ride this running back. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did. Makes a grab and room to run. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From the red zone, looking for a man. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Great job by this defense rising up, forcing a 4th down, and remember, a field goal does tie the game.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And they take the lead inside a minute to play.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Smith. At the 35, he's got room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Washington. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a deep grab. Touchdown, Maryland! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like quarterback has to line